Hello guys.
Viking Ale review.
Okay, I'm going to be going local this time. I've just been up to the local co-op to get a couple of beers because, like I said earlier in one of my other reviews, I haven't got much in really. And so now and again I'll go up there and see what they've got. They usually got the usual stuff like London Pride and the Badger range, but you know, now and again they'll get a couple of St Austells in, but it's very, very rare. For some reason, someone else is buying them really quick, so I need to get up there pretty fast. Anyway, I went today, cut a long story short, and for the very first time they've had this in, which is the St Austell HSD. Now then, St Austell are one of my favourite breweries. The Proper Job, Proper Black, Admiral's Ale, Tribute, Clouded Yellow, Trelawney, I've had them all. I've had them on cask, I've had them in bottle. Gorgeous, gorgeous beers, so pure and clean. They remind me a lot of the Scottish brews that I've been having recently with the water. It's just so clean and it just makes such a vast difference to the flavours. However, this and the Cornish lager they do, which I think it's called Corev or Cornev, are the only ones that I haven't had. So I was really excited when I went up there because they had 3 bottles of it and I grabbed them all. I thought, sod that. Whoever's been buying the Proper Job, this is payback. I've just bought all 3 of these, so he or she's going to be very gutted when they get up there. Anyway, St Austell, lovely. Let's give you a little bit of info on it. It's a bottle conditioned beer, as you can see. It says, a legendary Cornish ale, Hicks Special Draught is named after the brewery's illustrious founder, Walter Hicks. Full-bodied, strong and distinctly Cornish, it's gained something of a cult following over the years. Brimming with a kaleidoscope of flavours, it's a beer worthy of carrying the great man's name. And the ingredients are natural Cornish spring water, Maris Otter Pale Ale malts, crystal and roasted malts, First Gold, Fuggle and Golding hops, and our own brewer's yeast. Lovely. Terry Kay would be very, very happy with that because he's always saying that they need to put the types of you know, hops on the bottle just so we can get an idea. Anyway, let's put it in the Plymouth Beer Festival glass and let's see what we get. Yeah, I love St Austell. I mean, Proper Job. Such a lovely beer. Whenever I see it in the shop, I'll buy about 6 bottles of it and I just stick it in the fridge because it's just such a lovely beer. And the Proper Black, which is kind of harder to get hold of. I love that as well. There you go. As you can see, pretty big head, tanned, off-white head, classic sort of bitter colour really. Right, let's see if I can get a nose through that head. Oh wow, that's so sweet. Really sweet. I was a little bit worried about this because people in the past have told me this is the more sort of malty tasting one, and I'm not a big fan of malts. I prefer my hops, but this has got a really sweet, warming smell. Oh god, it smells like sultanas. Really light sultanas and oranges and just really nice. This smells like a Christmas beer, even though it's just you know, a regular ale that they have. You're getting orange peel. You're getting sultanas. Nice sort of sugar, like brown sugar. Really nice and almost like burnt sort of smell, but really, really light and appealing. There's something else there as well. It smells like plum. It might be plum. Oh, it's lovely. Really nice smells. Really looking forward to this one. Cheers. That's really, really nice. the nose doesn't really dictate the taste. The nose is constant, it's always there. So when you're drinking it, it's constantly sort of charging up and sort of adding to the flavours. The flavour that you're mostly getting is just like a really nice, crisp and clean bitter. Not a very lingering aftertaste, but you're getting like nice sort of sweet toffees in there. Almost like a rich tea biscuit. There's a little bit of hoppiness. It's pretty distant, but it's like a nice bitter in hop. It's not in you know, it's not a fruity hop. It's just like one of those. That's probably the Fuggles actually. It's like an earthy sort of bitterness. Sort of just now and again, sort of scraping away at the sides of your tongue. But that aroma, oh, it's lovely. It smells a bit like custard as well, if that makes. It's like prunes and custard. That's what it smells like. That's it, prunes and custard. I know it probably sounds horrible, but oh, it's lovely. Really nice, clean flavours. Not, you know, with the St Austells, you don't get tons of carbonation anyway. It's very, very nice and smooth. I'll tell you what, these guys really can't go wrong. I've only got to try their Karev now, and then I think I'm probably done with their range. I've done their Smuggler's Ale as well, which is a vintage, which is really, really nice. It's pretty expensive, but it's well worth it. Oh yeah, bottle conditioned. You probably can't see that, but it's a nice blob of yeast at the bottom. But you know, it hasn't come through on the pour, which is good, because you know sometimes you're a little bit wary about bottle conditioned beers. Some people who don't like the sediment usually end up leaving about that much left in the bottle. But as you can see, I've poured the whole bottle and it's nice and clear. Excuse me. But if you've never tried some Austell beers, I really, really recommend them. The Proper Job is just a lovely IPA. The Clouded Yellow is just like a really nice wheat beer. You've got, what else have you got? The Trelawney, which is like a really smooth, almost like a Guinness type drink, but very light and fruity. Admiral's Ale is a one of a kind. It's such a hybrid drink. I mean, you've got IPA elements to it. You've got like a classic bitter elements to it. Fruity. Oh, it's just such a lovely beer. Whenever I see it, I always grab a couple of bottles because it's that good. I'm constantly recommending Admiral's Ale, but the HSD. Let's give it one more taste. Really nice. You are getting the fruity nose. You are getting a little bit of transition on the tongue, but it's not there for very long. You're getting a nice, smooth, clean bitterness, a little bit of fruit, nice bit of bitter in on the sides of the tongue, crisp, clean, just exactly what you want in a nice, sessionable beer. 5%, I can't recommend it enough really. That's going to get a good 8.5 out of 10. It's a really nice beer. So there you go really. I've got another 2 bottles of this and I'm going to be enjoying them for the rest of the night. So take care and I'll see you again soon. I really, really appreciate the comments and you know the views. I love it. Thank you so much for watching and yeah, I'll see you again soon.
Cheers.